when SpongeBob and Patrick awaken from their sweet dreams of ice cream sundaes and dancing peanuts, they discover that they have become prisoners of the Cyclops. For you see, gentle viewers, our heroes had at long last made it to Shell City and had discovered its awful secret. Shell City was nothing more than a souvenir shop. Those who were captured were dried up and turned into smelly knickknacks. And that is precisely what was happening to our two friends. The situation seemed to be completely and utterly hopeless. But they were saved by the tear of the Goofy Goober, as well as a conveniently placed sprinkler system. King Neptune's crown lay nearby, but our heroes still needed to escape the treacherous depths of Shell City and get past their most dangerous adversary, the Cyclops.
Hello there everyone, my name is Chronically Blue, and welcome back on my Sandy Bears to the 9th episode of SpongeBob SquarePants the movie The Game. I apologize if I sound weird.
This is Shell City? What a horrible place! But don't worry, there must be a way out.
I do like this music.
Good job getting the crown.
Are you kidding? That was easy.
Yeah, we are the manliest of men.
Then what about the hopelessness?
Hopelessness?
The weeping?
Lady, you must have been watching over someone else.
Never mind. There's no time to waste. Find a way out of here, get past the Cyclops, and back to the Krusty Krab too.
So, if any of you have been following me on Twitter, I've been elaborating as to what's been going on recently. So, if you're watching this and it is Monday, congratulations. I suffered. However, we're still within the time. So, what happened was, I went to an amusement park and it was really fun. I walked around a lot, got a blister, you know. And 3 days after that, on Tuesday, I started having a bit of a sore throat. And I'm like, huh, that's weird. I'm drinking water, it's not getting better. Because I sleep with the fan on, so I assumed I might have just, like, been snoring. So I had some water, and it wasn't getting better. And the next day it hit. Oh, sweet goodness, it hit like a truck. What happened was I had sinusitis. And if you've never had it, first off, congratulations. And second off, imagine a 30-pound cat putting 2 paws on one of your face cheeks and the other 2 paws on the other face cheek. So you just have all this weight on your face. Plus a stuffy nose, sore throat, coughing, headache, chills, hot flashes, and I cannot elaborate as to how weak I felt. I would be laying in bed and I would feel completely fine, and I would just put on SpongeBob because that's just a good show to put on. There's nothing to worry about. You just watch it whenever you're feeling not great, or whenever you are feeling great, and it definitely helps. And as soon as I tried to sit up to get out of bed, oh, my arms and legs felt like gelatin. I had aches and sores and pain and cold and fever and hot flashes and oh sweet goodness, it was so much stuff. And if you do not live in America, then this isn't really going to matter a whole lot, but I got sick the week of Thanksgiving. So, what that means is Thanksgiving is one of the big American holidays where we all gather around as a family and eat turkey and a bunch of other food. And that's about it.
Didn't see that before.
I got sick before then, so I wasn't able to go to Thanksgiving, which, I wasn't thrilled about, but at the same time, I'm like, well, I'd rather not go to Thanksgiving than not go to Christmas. So, win some, lose some. My parents were very nice. They brought over some of the leftovers from Thanksgiving, thankfully, and that definitely helped. However, I eventually, I didn't have any over-the-counter medicine because as of Thanksgiving Day, every place was closed, so I just kept drinking water, having fruit cups, doing literally anything nutritional in order to assist myself. And so the day after Thanksgiving, I went to work, and I was able to make it a whole day, thankfully. It was previously I had to stop halfway through the day on my lunch break. I'm like, yo, I can't do this anymore. I'm about to pass out here. I'm delirious. Nothing's gonna work. So I was able to make it a whole day of work on Friday. And I talked to my mom because the sinusitis had left my cheeks. And for sinusitis, if you don't know what it is, it's actually where the fluid from the sinuses build up in your sinuses. So it just felt like a piranha gnawing on my face. And it just felt very full. And then it graduated itself out of my face cheeks and into my right ear. So there was fluid behind my eardrum. So I could move my head and I could feel the fluid swishing around. But my hearing was muffled on the right side of my head. And when I told my mom that, she said, "You have an ear infection. You need to go to the urgent care. Go to a doctor so they can give you some antibiotics in order to help you." I'm like, "Yes, Mom." Because moms know best. Especially if they care about you and if they've been sick multiple times. They know best. So I went to the urgent care, and there was like 3 people there that were just waiting, and I was waiting there for maybe an hour. It was just so long. I got so bored I started playing Balloon Tower Defense 5 on my phone. That's how bored it was. But what I decided to do was, once we got in there, I told them everything that happened, and they're like, "Yeah, there is something going around here. Well, I'll go ahead and test you for the flu, just to see if you have it." Because I just assumed that I had the flu and sinusitis, just 15-1, big knockout.
And that, my friend, is how we do things in Bikini Bottom.
20 minutes later. Do you want to know what happened? They came back and said, "Well, you tested negative for the flu, but you tested positive for COVID." I got so furious and so mad and annoyed. I did not take it out on anyone. I want that to be known. I just got so frustrated and annoyed and upset that this happened. Because I've had my shots, I've had the boosters. It was so disheartening to find that out. It was horrible.
Didn't see that before.
And so I asked her what all I could do to fix this, and she said, "Well, just have some over-the-counter medicine, keep drinking fluids, we'll give you a note for work." I'm like, "Okay, thanks." So, not only that, but from Tuesday all the way through today, because I haven't even heard myself talk today, but I sounded sick. And not only that, I was coughing by every third or fourth sentence. And that was even with cough drops and everything. This is the only day where I feel like I'm able to tell a story or a sentence without coughing in the middle of it. So the breaks that I'm making is just me breathing. However, I have been drinking water, I've been doing everything that I can. I've been sleeping in bed. I cannot even tell you how much. I would eat like a fruit cup, go lay down in bed for 5 seconds, blink, wake up, and it'd be 5 hours later. And I'm like, okay, it's time for bed, turn off the TV, and then sleep for 13 hours. It was amazing.
You left a trail of debris in your wake, but you did make it, so here's your reward. Wow, that...
That's the one for doing the time challenge.
Are you up for another challenge?
I think we've jumped through enough hoops for you, Mindy. Aye.
Then how about jumping through rings instead?
All right.
That's great, Mindy. So, when I'm bored, I like to go onto the bartering websites just to see what all's going on and what the worth of something is anymore. So what happened was I was just going around on Facebook Marketplace, looking up PS2, PS1, and a bunch of old stuff, not with the intention of meeting them, just looking because I'm bored. And I found this person that had 3 PS1 games in the jewel cases, and they were selling them for $70 total. I'm like, oh sweet goodness, these have to be the best of the best PlayStation games to be worth $70. It wasn't. It was a bunch of racing games. Not even like famous racing games. One of them was like Lego Racers and like 2 other ones, and I'm just like, what the heck? Granted, I don't know about every single video game ever possible, but I am very well aware about a good majority of the video games. So if something is similar or sticks out, that I'd be able to be like, oh yeah, that's part of Final Fantasy. Oh yeah, that's a Japanese sounding thing. That one's probably super famous. I'd be able to understand it. But it was just a bunch of random games. However, I am very much looking forward to having this video finished, because while this video is exporting, I'm going to be doing the dishes, because it's hard to do the dishes when you're asleep. I know. Fantastic. If I could do the dishes while I'm asleep, then the bed would be flooding. However, I was very happy because I don't know, there's just a lot, so I'm very conflicted. I'm glad that I'm sick right now. I'm glad that I'm getting better. I'm glad that not everything horrible is happening that could happen. I'm glad I was able to go to work on Friday. My work is currently closed right now, so I am unable to message them and see if I'd be able to get time off for having COVID. So I'll have to wait until tomorrow morning to ask them that, and they'll let me know. They will. So I'll find that out very soon. But as of right now, I'm not hoping on anything. It would be nice. However, I'm also on the up curve now, after quite a few days of being down. And I did want to say that we are actually currently at 21 subscribers. That's fantastic. Wow. I do not mean any sarcasm. Genuinely, thank you all so much for watching this series. That is fantastic. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking and watching this series. This has been one of my best series so far.
I guess practice makes perfect. You've earned this.
Oh boy!
Come to prove you're a manly man?
If not, we're gonna get sand kicked in our face at the beach.
And towels shoved in our mouths. Yeah.
Well, don't worry. If you beat the manly time down the slide, you'll be the manliest man on the beach.
I've never had a series perform this well, and it makes me feel so good, because this is one from the first episode that I uploaded. It immediately had such a huge turnout, and I was not expecting that. It was so awesome. I'm so happy and so thankful that this series is doing so well. I would have never imagined it, really, honestly. I don't know if it's the background, the intro, the outro, all of it, the fact that it's one of those games from your childhood that you had lots of trouble with, so you get to see someone beat it. It's very awesome. It is putting me in the mood to want to play Robots on the PS2 or Xbox. Just because that's another 3D platform game that I never personally played, but I saw someone else play it for 5 seconds. They were playing as Rodney Copperbottom, and they were just collecting nuts and bolts for a little bit. Gave me some Ratchet and Clank vibes, but, well, I don't know. It depends on what we get. As of right now, though, I am just very much looking forward to this and enjoying this moment right now, because it's just... Thank you all so much. It really means a lot to me that you keep watching. I'm having some difficulties with some of the other games that I'm playing right now. Just for fun, not any of the Let's Play games. However, I do know that coming up soon, in the month of December, we will be looking at some new games which might benefit and incite interest in you.
Congratulations! Here's your reward. You've come back here looking for more stuff?
And so, after escaping the hideous fate that awaited them in the clutches of the Cyclops, SpongeBob and Patrick find themselves standing on the beach, staring out at the vastness of the ocean.
How are we gonna get back to Bikini Bottom?
I can take you there.
Who are you?
I'm not a lifeguard, but I play one on TV.
Hooray! So, where's your boat?
Boat?
Hooray! Nothing can stop us now. Bikini Bottom, here we come.
So that was David Hasselhoff, and in this game, they do not say it specifically.
Huh? Unidentified object off the hind quarters.
Bigger boot? But how?
Did you miss me?
Ah!
Dennis! I don't know what to say about that.
Okay, so that's a unique way to do it. So what we are doing right now is, I thought it was a little too easy. I didn't show off the treasure chests, so that's what I'm doing right now. And that was a very sideways way of doing it, but I guess that's what happens when you're on time constraint and you're sick. So there, oh, nope, we didn't get that. Oh well. We will get it. Just keep watching and it'll help with everything. So there are some games that I've been playing, and some games I've been looking at, but I do not have the funds to get them. Once people found out that we were under the influence of sickness, they've been very helpful. They've been very polite, and they've been, honestly, everyone's been very understanding and happy, and they're like, man, it's a good thing you didn't go to all these family events coming up, or else, yeesh, all of us would have been not happy. Some of us would have been swimming with the fishes. And that's not because they're good swimmers. That's because they like sushi. I don't know. It's an off day for me. It's gonna be an off week for me, honestly. But I have been playing just a few different games. I'm playing some Naruto, and I've been looking into just quite a few different things, really. What have I been doing? That's a good question, actually. So, the upcoming games that I can talk about immediately, because I've already talked about them a lot, is we are definitely going to be doing a Tony Hawk game, as well as we are also going to be doing Spyro 2. I have never played Spyro 2, so it'll be a blind Let's Play, and I'm actually thinking about making it a live commentary Let's Play as well, just to kind of match the vibes. So I don't know, I just feel like it's one of those games that I could really just do, and I'm not going to try to get everything like I did in the first game, unless I get 50 subscribers before December, which, you know, we don't have a lot of time for that. But if I get 50 subscribers, I will happily 100% Spyro 2, and if we get 100 subscribers, I will go back 100% Spyro 1. However, I don't think that's really going to happen, so I'm not holding my breath there. But I might be able to do a live commentary of Spyro 2. Because my computer and my microphone is right next to my TV, so I'll be more than happy to do that just to put it all together. It'll be fun. It'll be great. It'll be nice. Okay, and with that, we did get all the extras, so now it's time to show them off. We have the La Cucaracha horn, which, you know, La Cucaracha, ha ba da ba da ba ba. And that is, you can only use that on the car horn in the driving sections. But yes, now that we've gone ahead and gotten the treasure chest, it's time to attack Dennis. So the only way we can do this here is just by using the bowling ball. And yes, this is David Hasselhoff commentating here. We have yet another easy boss battle. And this is going to be the last boss battle that we have, unfortunately. Yes, we are getting mighty close to the end here, which is both awesome and not awesome. Awesome because, well, I've planned it specifically so that when this series ends, Conquer will continue until it ends along with the other series, and then I have room for 2 new Let's Plays to do. So I know what one of the Let's Plays is going to be, but I'm trying to figure out what the second one should be.
Yay, Patrick! We did it!
Hooray for SpongeBob and Patrick! Now, where were we?
Wait, Dennis! Look out behind you!
That's it! I'm through messing around! See you later, fools! Goodbye!
After many adventures, our heroes arrive back home. But it is a much, much different place from the one they left. Where there once was rolling green fields and bustling city streets, there is now Planktopolis, a city as dark and twisted as the heart of its teeny tiny ruler. All of Bikini Bottom's familiar faces are now covered by unfashionable mind-controlling buckets. And perhaps most horrible of all, King Neptune is at the Krusty Krab too, preparing to fry Mr. Krabs. Bikini Bottom's only hope rests with a small yellow sponge and a pink sea star. Can they survive the dangers of Planktopolis? Ooh, let us hope so.
Yes, so we are now at Planktropolis, the final 3D platforming level. Which...
Plankton's bucket heads are being controlled by those statues. If we destroy them, we can break his control over
Yep,
them.
we sure could. I don't want to, though.
SpongeBob, you've got enough Goofy Goober tokens for me to teach you a new ability. You have a special power that you can use.
I, do?
Yes, you have the power of music.
That's right, so without any lessons...
257.5 watts of ear-splitting noise!
Without any lessons... That's great.
Up music!
You can steer the sonic wave right to where you want it to hit.
We did it, Mindy! We went to Shell City and got Neptune's crown!
Oh, SpongeBob, I knew you could do it. But my father is already at the Krusty Krab 2 on the other side of Planktopolis.
Oh no! There are bucket heads everywhere! How will we get through?
I found out that Plankton is controlling the bucket heads using those giant statues. If we destroy them, we can break his control.
Let's get it on.
So yes, without any guitar lessons, we now have the power of music, and we have the sonic wave. And did you notice how it's a little distorted as you're going through it? Some people have been able to turn that off. I don't know how. So it's just going to be very distorted whenever we use the supersonic wave. But we upgraded it so it is the Matrasonic wave, So now if we press the R button, it will home in on targets that we select. And we're going to show that off just here. So yes, you will see two little yellow brackets, and if you select it and then press the R button, it will home in on it and break it open.
I hope my pineapple's still okay.
But now that we have the supersonic wave, we can actually go back and do some of the previous levels that we were not able to do before. After messing around with this, of course, because it'll be fun. It's the new move, so of course we're going to mess around with it. And we do have another upgrade point available, so we're going to do that for Patrick, even though Patrick doesn't have an upcoming level.
You know, I never can.
That's great. We're just messing with the pause screen quite a lot here in order to make everything all fun here. Just because why not? It'll happen. We're just gonna mess with everything to see what would happen. And also because everything doesn't really make sense now. But now we are going to go back and we're actually going to do the guitar lessons of the first few levels. So this is just the final bit of cleanup that we are going to do. So I mean that in the nicest way possible. We are cleaning up and doing the last of the Goofy Goober tokens so that we can just do the Patrick's naked. Should we censor that? Editor, do we need to censor that? Okay, well, we're SpongeBob now, so we're just gonna... Let's go ahead and turn that costume off. I did not like that costume. There we go, much better. Sorry, I had to wash my eyes out with bleach there for a minute. That is a joke, do not wash your eyes out with bleach. Also, why is there a pink star? The pink star that makes me think that it's for Patrick, but a yellow star would have also helped, or anything that's not a star in pink. So the Sonic Guitar Wave Challenge, what we do is we go through the rings like we did through the patty driving sections and the tubbing sections. We just go through the yellow hoops, and we have to do it without messing up, because if you do mess up, you gotta start all over again. In the bottom right corner, you see the little timer. That is how much time you have remaining for the supersonic wave. And if you hit any enemies, it will cause you to lose the level and you will have to do it again. I'm letting you know this now so you don't hit anything in advance. With that being said, I do hit quite a lot of stuff off camera, which is why I tried to shrink it down to just the one solid go through. It's almost like I care about y'all. And now we're at the Bubble Blowing Baby Hunt one. And this one, oh sweet goodness, this one was so difficult as well. This one just, it doesn't stop, it never stops never stopping. Which is the Lonely Island parody movie, actually. Which I didn't know that at the time. I just saw the movie on demand one time, and it was called Never Stop Never Stopping. And it was a documentary. It did not even have the word parody in it. I'm just like, huh. Hey mom, you want to watch this? She's like, yeah, sure. And so we watched it and we were laughing hysterically. It was one of those moments where we were just so... It was so awesome. Because we had no idea what we were getting into. And that's what made it 15 times better. If I saw it again, I probably would not laugh as much as I did previously. But the fact that I had no idea what it was made it so funny. The boy band talked about stealing the Mona Lisa and all this other stuff. It was so hilarious, and it definitely not for kids. Definitely not for kids. It is very funny, very inappropriate. Watch it if you are an adult. It is very, very funny. And the reason why I say it is for kids and not for adults, I do want to elaborate here. It's because there are jokes there that kids are not supposed to understand because they are explicit and meant for a more mature audience. Because if adults say that, they'll get in trouble at work. If kids say it, they will get their parents in trouble at school. So when we say stuff is not for kids, it is for adults, it's because you can do a lot of damage. But yes, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, Sandy Bears.